Well, well,
Well, I guess it's pretty late and you're tired.
even the hot tamale man has deserted the street, and he hangs on till the end. How will you get home?
Oh, I'll walk going over to Bourbon and catch an hour car.
Is that the streetcar named Desire still driving along the track at this hour?
I'm afraid you haven't gotten much fun this evening, Blanche.
I spoiled it for you.
No, you didn't. See, I felt that the whole night I wasn't giving you much entertainment.
I simply couldn't rise to the occasion. I don't think I've ever tried so hard to be gay and made such a dismal mess of it. I get 10 points for trying. I did try.
Well, can I, kiss you goodnight?
Why do you always ask me if you may?
Well, I don't know whether you want me to or not.
Why should you be so doubtful?
That night when you parked by the lake and kissed you,
Honey, it wasn't the kiss I objected to. I liked the kiss very much. It was the other little familiarity that I felt obliged to discourage. I didn't resent it, not a bit in the world. In fact, I was somewhat flattered that you desired me. But, honey, you know as well as I do that a single girl, a girl alone in the world, has got to keep a firm hold on her emotions or she'll be lost.
lost?
I guess you're used to girls that like to get lost. The kind that get lost immediately, on the first date.
Well, I like you just the way that you are. You see, in all my experience, I've never known anyone like you. Are you laughing at me?
No, honey. The Lord Lady's house has not yet returned. Let's have a night out. Let's leave the lights off, shall we?
You just do what you want to.
The other room's more comfortable. Go on in. I was crashing around in the dark in my search for some liquor.
You want a drink?
I want you to have a drink. You have been so anxious and solemn all evening, and so have I. We have both been anxious and solemn now for these few last remaining moments of our lives together. I want to create joie de vivre. I'm lighting a candle.
That's good.
We are going to be very bohemian. We are going to pretend that we are sitting in a little artist cafe on the left bank in Paris. Je suis la dame à Camélès. Vous êtes Armand. Understand French?
No.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Vous ne comprenez pas? Ah, quel dommage. I mean, it's a damn good thing. I found some liquor. Just enough for 2 shots without any dividends, honey.
Well, that's good.
Sit down. Why don't you take off your coat and loosen your collar?
Oh, I better leave it on.
No, I want you to be comfortable.
I'm ashamed of the way I perspire. My shirt's sticking to me.
Perspiration is healthy. If people didn't perspire, they would die in 5 minutes. Oh, this is a nice coat. What kind of material is it?
They call that stuff alpaca.
Oh, alpaca.
It's a very lightweight alpaca.
Oh, lightweight alpaca.
Well, I don't like to wear a wash coat even in summer because I sweat right through it.
Oh,
It don't look neat on me either. A man of heavy build's got to be careful with what he puts on him so he doesn't look too clumsy.
you don't look too heavy.
You don't think I am?
You're not the delicate type. You have massive bone structure and imposing physique.
Thank you. Last Christmas I was given a membership to the New Orleans Athletic Club.
Oh, good.
It was the finest present I was ever given. I work out there with the weights and I swim and I keep myself fit. When I started there, I was getting a soft belly now. But now, my belly is hard. It's so hard now that a man can punch me in the belly and it don't hurt me. Go on, punch me, see?
Gracious.
Guess how much I weigh, Blanche?
Oh, I'd say in the vicinity of 180.
Guess again.
Not that much.
No, more.
Well, you're a tall man and you can carry a good deal of weight without looking awkward.
I weigh 207 pounds and 6 feet 1 and 1.5 inches in my bare feet without any shoes on. And that's what I was stripped.
Oh my goodness me. It's awe-inspiring.
My weight's not a very interesting subject to talk about. What's yours?
My weight?
Yeah,
Yes.
let me lift.
Samson, go on, lift me. Well?
You're light as a feather.
You may release me now.
Huh?
I said unhand me, sir. Now, Mitch, just because Stanley and Stella aren't home is no reason why you shouldn't behave like a gentleman.
Well, just give me a slap when I get out of bounds.
Now, that won't be necessary. You're a natural gentleman, one of the very few that are left in the world. I don't want you to think that I'm severe and old-school teacherish or anything like that. It's just, well...
Huh.
I guess it's just that I have old-fashioned ideas.
So where's Stanley and Stella tonight?
They've gone out with Mr. and Mrs. Hubble upstairs.
Oh, where did they go?
I think they were planning on going to a midnight review at Low State.
We should all go out together sometime.
No, that wouldn't be a good idea.
No, why not?
Are you an old friend of Stanley's?
We was together at the 241st.
I guess he talks to you frankly.
Sure.
Has he talked to you about me?
Oh, not very much.
The way you say that, I suspect he has.
No, I mean, he hasn't said much.
What he has said, what would you say his attitude toward me was?
Well, why do you want to ask that?
Well,
Don't you get along with him?
what do you think?
I don't think he understands you.
Well, that's putting it mildly. If it weren't for Stella about to have the baby, I wouldn't be able to enjoy things here.
Well, he isn't nice to you?
He's insufferably rude. Goes out of his way to offend me.
In what ways, Blanche?
In every conceivable way.
Oh, well, I'm surprised to hear that.
Are you?
Well, I don't see how anybody could be rude to you.
It's really a pretty frightful situation. You see, there's no privacy here. There's just these portières between the two rooms at night. He stalks through the rooms in his underwear at night, and I have to ask him to close the bathroom door. That sort of commonness isn't necessary. You probably wonder why I don't move out. Well, I'll tell you frankly. A teacher's salary is barely sufficient for her living expenses. I didn't save a penny last year, and so I had to come here for the summer. That's why I have to put up with my sister's husband, and he has to put up with me, apparently so much against his wishes. Surely he must have told you how much he hates me.
I don't think he hates you.
He hates me, or else why would he insult me? The first time I laid eyes on that man, I thought to myself, that man is my executioner. He will destroy me unless...
Blanche,
Yes, honey?
can I ask you a question?
Yes. What?
How old are you?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I talked to my mother the other day about you, and she said, how old is Blanche? And I wasn't able to tell her.
You talked to your mother about me.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I told her how nice you were, and that I liked you.
Were you sincere about this?
You know I was.
Why'd your mother want to know my age?
Well, Mother is sick.
I'm sorry to hear it. Badly?
She won't live long. Maybe just a few months.
Oh.
She worries because I'm not settled.
Oh.
She wants me to get settled before she...
You love her very much, don't you?
Yes.
I think you have a great capacity for devotion. You'll be lonely when she passes on, won't you? I understand what that is.
To be lonely?
I loved someone once too. What I loved, I lost.
Dad? A man?
He was a boy, just a boy, when I was a very young girl. When I was 16, I made the discovery. Love. All at once and much, much too completely. It was like you suddenly turned a blinding light on something that had always been half in shadow. That's how it struck the world for me. But I was unlucky, deluded. There was something different about the boy. A nervousness, a softness and tenderness which wasn't like a man's. Although he wasn't the least bit effeminate looking, still, that thing was there. He came to me for help. I didn't know that. I didn't find out anything until after our marriage, when we'd run away and come back, and all I knew was I'd failed him in some mysterious way and wasn't able to give the help he needed but couldn't speak of. He was in the quicksands and clutching at me, but I wasn't holding him out. I was slipping in with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything except I loved him endurably, but without being able to help him or myself. Then I found out, in the worst of all possible ways, by coming suddenly into a room that I thought was empty, which wasn't empty, but had two people in it. The boy I had married and an older man who had been his friend for years. Afterwards, we pretended that nothing had been discovered. Yes, the three of us drove out to the Moon Lake Casino, very drunk and laughing all the way. We danced to Varsuviana. Suddenly, in the middle of the dance, the boy I had married broke away from me and ran out of the casino. A few moments later, a shot. I ran out, all did. All ran and gathered about the terrible thing at the edge of the lake. I couldn't get near for the crowd. Then somebody caught my arm. Don't go any closer. Come back. You don't want to see. See what? Then I heard the voices say, Alan, the gray boy. He'd stuck the revolver to his mouth and fired so that the back of his head had been blown away. It was because on the dance floor, unable to stop myself, I'd suddenly said, I know, you disgust me. And then the searchlight which had been turned on the world was turned off again, and never for one moment since has there been any light that's stronger than this kitchen candle.
You need somebody. I need somebody too. Could it be you and me, Blanche?
Sometimes there's God so quickly.